Hello everyone, I am Rashmi Ishrawat, faculty of MCA department from Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. Today, I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic member function in classes. Member function are the function which have their declaration inside the class definition and work on the data members of the class. The definition of member function can be inside and outside the definition of class. If the member function is defined inside the class definition, it can be defined directly. But if it is defined outside the class, then we have to use the scope resolution operator along with the class name, along with function name as shown in the figure. If we define the function inside class, then we do not need to declare it first. We can directly define the function as shown in the following class of cube. But if we plan to define the member function outside the class definition, then we must declare the function inside the class definition and then define it outside as shown in the figure. Here is we have taken a class cube and we have taken a public member function getVolume and it is defined outside the class. The main function for both the function definition will be same. Inside main, we will create object of the class and will call the member function using dot operator. Similarly, we can define the getter and setter function to access private data members inside or outside the class definition. Static member variables. We can define class member static using static keyword. When we declare a member of a class as static, it means no matter how many objects of the class are created, there is only one copy of the static member. A static member is shared by all objects of the class. All static data is initialized to 0 when the first object is created. If no other initialization is present, we cannot put it in the class definition, but it can be initialized outside the class as done in the following example. By redeclaring the static variable using the scope resolution operator to identify which class it belongs to. Next, we have static member functions. By declaring a function member as static, you make it independent of any particular object of the class. A static member function can be called even if no object of the class exists. And the static function are accessed using only the class name and the scope resolution operator. A static member function can only access static data members, other static member function and any other functions from outside the class. Static member function have a class scope and they do not have access to this pointer of the class. You could use a static member function to determine whether some object of the class have been created or not. I hope you understand my lecture on member function declaration and defining. Thank you very much.